In this video, I'm going to show you how you can avoid rogues and scam like this, because if you avoid those, it's going to be way easier for you to make a 10x and a 100x. Yes, for sure. If you don't fall into any scam, if you never lose money, you can only win money. And for that, we're going to use something that's going to be really easy, a little bit more advanced at the end, not for everyone, but for the ones who want to really perform into the meme coin market, and I would say in the crypto market in general. Now, why should you listen to me on this topic? You shouldn't, but some people that are literally scamming you more than 800 SOL per day are asking me advice on how to properly launch their meme coins, and I know exactly how they perform. Why? Because I did this myself as experimentation. I can know how to protect myself, because the market is always going to find a way to take your money. Now, if you're subscribed to Handsome Finance and you have your little matcha and you're watching a washed up Calvin Klein model, you're going to be able to avoid those. The first thing you need to do is to use a BullEx. I will put a link in the description, and if you're on the waiting list, I will put also the access code. Why? Because when I'm on a token like this, I can click on dev token, and that's one of the easiest way to know if they're preparing a rug. The dev tokens is actually showing me the other token that this person launched. This person launched 2 tokens 3 months ago, and they are both dead now, sitting at 3K market cap. So let's understand how it works. The first way to see if you are going into a scam is the ticker. What is the ticker? The ticker is the little thing you see here on the top of the graph or everywhere. That's basically the name. And you're going to be, yeah, but Antoine, how can I know from the ticker if it's a good one or not? Well, you can simply use the search. So for here on BullEx, I tap slash. For example, if I type news, I can see that we have tons of ticker that have the same name, news. But here, still, someone launched one and 1,000 people got scammed. Look at that. They launched it, pushed it to 70K, and then sold everything in one go. But if you had searched that this is already a token that exists, you would have known. Now, the second thing is the meta. What is the meta? That's basically the trend. And why I'm telling you this? Because how those people are stealing your money is that they're checking whatever has been trending. That's what we call the runner, which is the main coin that's been growing in the past 24 hours. The way to find it is to go on the graduated tab of BullEx, and I'm going to apply some filters. Token age, we're going to put 1,400 minutes. That's a little bit less than 24 hours. And we're going to put a market cap of minimum 100K. Apply. Okay, so we have one runner here. That is this one, but that's fake. 11 minutes ago. Now, 2 hours ago, we had this launch. Attention, okay. We have few. What's happening is once we have one that is considered a runner, people will launch duplicates and fake ones. Why they would do this? You have to put yourself into the shoes. I don't know why I showed that I was putting a helmet on. But when you're doing this, you're going to know how they work. Because if you're launching a token that is a rug pool, you need to have people investing in it. How can you have people investing in it? By launching someone that is associated to the trend. So like this, everyone will want to buy it. It's the same. If you remember at school, when I don't know what pair of shoes is running out, people try to buy something else, a fake one or a similar model. But here, they can do exactly the same copy and fake one. So they're going to rinse and repeat like that. And that's why the third step, I always say, it's the dev wallet. Because if you have already the ticker that has been reused and rinsed, and then you know that they're just doing a duplicate of the meta, which is a better play, then the chances of being rugged is 10 times higher. But unfortunately, they're not going to stop here. And don't worry, because we can protect ourselves. With BullEx, they give you an analysis of the coin. Here we see the top 10 holding, how much they hold, and we can see the insiders. So I can apply those filters to say, I want the insiders, insider wallet supply. I'm going to put a maximum 25%. Why am I doing this? Because sometime a project will launch and it's legitimate. They will still have insiders wallets because they're going to buy with different wallets to control more of the supply. That's why it's not always black or white. That's the same. On the new creation, I will apply that I do not want too many insiders. Now that I have this, it's a lot easier to not get into scams because I'm protecting myself. Based on those three criteria alone, I will decide if I go into the trade or not. And now you can call me crazy. You're going to say, Antoine, you can analyze more. You still don't know. Wait a minute. The thing is, imagine if you were with the lady. You're not going to wait to see everything, her family, her dog, her sisters, before you decide to take any further decision. You take the first step, you are in the trade, and then you do further research. And that's where, from that further research, you're either going to exit the trade or you're going to double down on it because you have a taste of it. And now that's where the most interesting part will come. Now, when I'm in the coin, I'm going to check a few things. First, the Twitter. There's apparently a news in Japan about this all. Okay, they're making a meme about it. It's funny. We're having a good laugh. We'll check the dev token. He only launched one, but we are not done yet with the Twitter check. So I'm going to show you again without any filters on BullEx. Look at that. Exactly what I was talking about. They're launching multiple ones. Of course, if you see a chart like this that is flat going up, this is not good. You should never invest in those. Perfect. This is an example. FEG, you see that? They reused the Twitter so many times. So they're basically rinsing a Twitter profile to launch many meme coins. And that's, you will see it directly on BullEx. You will have to just over the X button. You just have to over the X button and it will tell you when they've been reused. This one, we used it twice. Because again, they're here to make you think they are good. But you're a smart cookie. You wear a condom. And if you don't wear a condom, man, I don't judge. I just know that you're not doing the same volume as I do because you would do it. Otherwise, it's too much risk. So now that we are potentially in our trade, we check the Twitter and the favorite part. We check the Twitter and now my favorite part, funded. That's like checking what is the family like. Who are they? And again, we go into dev token. We only have that. And that's where I click on CA deployer here. Then I copy this address. And if you're still watching this video, congrats, because I'm going to give you some bonus technique in a second. So that's who launched the token. Now I click into transfer because I want to know who funded this wallet. And I can see that 11 hours ago, this wallet was funded 40 Solana by this guy who has 35K. So now I do know that he's not broke, but that's not what I want to see. I want to see if it's bundled. So to know if it's bundled, I have few ways. The quickest, easiest way is I click on the holders tab and I will check the top holders. I want to know if they're rich or not. I am not trading with poor people as the top holders. Why? Because as soon as they make a bit of money, they're going to rug. And what I can see here is that the top holders seems to have quite low balance, except few. We still have some rats inside. I do not like that. Now, does it mean that the token cannot run? No. But if I was in now, I would surely take profit and sell everything before something bad happened, because the number of bot users is also quite low to my taste. And that's where I'm going to ask the rescue of two core tools. In the investors boardroom, I'm going to check with one of our bots if this is a bundle. It means that when they deploy the token, they bought with tons of their wallet. It seems to be okay. Remaining bundle 0%. So they bundled it before and now most of it is gone. That may be why we see a revival of the token and that massive increase from 200K to 666K. And because I'm not here to play around, I'm going to use also Stockchain, which is going to help me to know if the influencers are still in the token or they're out. I can see that it was traded quite a bit, but where it's going to be really interesting is for the token insiders. Because if I paste the contract address, I can see that someone from Stockchain already researched it 9 hours ago. And here I will see all the balance of the wallet, but also their initial funding and the age of the wallet. That's the deepest level that you can have. Because if I see that all the wallets were created at the same time, I'm like, all right, it's a straight up rug. I need to be careful. And if I see that they all have a small amount, I'll be there's something around this. And as you can see, a lot of the top holders are not moving. It might be a coordinated rug. It might be that the guys, if we know that those guys, like the top 10, they didn't sell, it means two things. Either they are asleep or they do not plan to sell because they have other wallets, or it's coordinated. I don't know. However, I can see that there is not a specific pattern with it. And that's why from this pattern, I can understand why this token is still up while the other one all crashed. Because we have a floor by the top holders. From that decision, when I see that, I will decide to double down on my trade or not. But if you thought that just avoiding the rug was enough, no, you need to have your proper settings now to be able to find those coins that's going to 10x or 100x. And that's exactly what I explained in this video. Or maybe you're like, hey, I'm strong enough, I can go to the next step. Well, that's perfect, because you can just join the investors boardroom by clicking the link in the description. And also, what is all about this video, just don't forget to be handsome. It's not too much to ask, I think. Ciao.